Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's itzGregulator60 and hope you're having a fantastic day. Just kidding, because we're here on around the Rhyhorn for National Pokeball League. I'm here with three of the greatest panelists of all time. If you guys didn't know, well now you fucking know. It's time. I'm gonna introduce Jarr Boss, NPL Minors coach. Say hey.
Hey, what is up? You got the best coach in the minors now that Dave. So what's up?
Speaking of no longer in minors, we have Magick, coach of FC Poplio.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, is it?
Oh my god, you're fucking horrible at this already. I can tell.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. How did
Cry me a river, Jarr.
And
you ruined the video in 5 seconds.
And last but not least, we have local graphic slave Bill Standish.
See, I was hoping for something a bit more because you have like the best here, like the new coach and a graphic slave. Thanks.
To be honest, you're the best graphic slave I've ever met.
You're the best graphic slave in this call.
You're the best slave I've ever met.
Actually, if you were the best graphic slave, I wouldn't have to be doing the graphics for this show. So if you guys
not even first place.
I guess we know who Greg does not want to win.
Speaking of winning, make sure you guys who are watching go ahead and follow all the coaches in the description along with our panelists today.
Greg, I told you this before.
Except for fucking Jarr because he's bad.
Yep, link Aster instead.
Link Aster. Okay. And we are also going to be going over, guys, make sure you pander for votes, do whatever you gotta do. Are you guys ready for Around the Rhyhorn?
How much profanity is allowed, just so I can have a heads up?
Mama Jolt is watching.
Okay.
So anything goes.
Anything goes. Yeah. So we've got 3 rounds, boys and girls, and we're gonna start off with the first word. I'm gonna give you guys a word or two, and you guys are just gonna, share your initial thoughts with me. Tell me what you think about it.
Are you gonna call on us, Greg?
I will call you. You each have about 60 seconds to talk about this pair of words. I spoiled it. We have 2 words for each of our segments. So you each get a minute to talk, and we're going to start off with my boy, David Magick. So the first word of today is too easy. Who made it look too easy this week? Go.
Too easy. I would have to give that to Cheese. He played against Gypsy, and he just played out of his mind that game. And yeah, he just looked like he was outplaying him the entire time. He made some questionable brings, some questionable plays, but they ended up working out, and it just made him look like a god.
You clearly haven't been here long enough. That was only 20 seconds.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh, was it?
I told you, Greg.
All right. We're taking away all of David's points. We're gonna give Jarr. We're giving Jarr about a minute and a half to fix this job. Jarr, I want you for a minute and a half. Well, you know what? You disappointed all the viewers, David.
Yeah, the story of my life.
All right, so Jarr, a minute and a half. Who made it look too easy this week?
Alright, so just to start, David, he took the safe route. Whoever takes down Gypsy made it look too easy. Nah, there was one obvious person who made it look too easy, and that's my boy Togavor this week. Togavor absolutely tossed Jolt. I mean, I was helping Jolt prep this week a little bit, and he was showing us some teams trying to find the right combinations for Mons, and Jolt actually came up with a pretty good team. But I mean, he brought Rotom-Mow, and Jolt just had nothing for it at all. He just used the Rotom-Mow. He was volt switching. He was U-turning around Jolt's entire team. He could not stop Diggersby. He could not stop Rotom. I think Rotom and Diggersby combined for most of the kills in that game. So you got to know Jolt was frustrated. I mean, Tog basically made it look too easy because Jolt was basically done as soon as the game started because he saw the Rotom-Mow. You see it in his video. You see the light fade out of his eyes as soon as he sees that thing on his screen. And he was done from there. It was just volt turning from there, and he just took Jolt down. Too easy.
Well, at least you used your full minute of time, even though there's 30 seconds left, Jarr. So
I don't want to, Greg. It'd be too easy if.
Oh my God!
I gotta make it fair.
Speaking of too easy, Bill Standish, 1 minute. Who made it look too easy this week?
Well, those were 2 of the options I was considering, but the person that I think made it look too easy was Monotui this week because, right off the bat, he set up the SD with Sizzle, and like they both said, if Mono didn't get unlucky with that, getting the burn, getting the burn, he would have just 6-0'd Maddie from there, which is incredible in itself. But then later on, he made the prediction with the Tyranitar on the Abominable. He got the SD up with Mimikyu late game, which was just able to win. And honestly, his entire team was just really, really good against Maddie's. The Mega Lopunny just had no checks. He was just able to beat through everything bloody Maddie had for it. You know, Toxapex didn't need to do much. He had to even just sack stuff off because he didn't need it. Like, Gliscor got sacked, he didn't really need it in that end game. Like I said, Sizzle went down, but he just got a very comfortable win right in the late game, knew how to set it up, you know, relatively, like halfway through the game, like, all right, this is how I'm going to win, and he just executed the rest of the game fantastic.
Did you hear that? That's a minute, Bill. You're the only person who managed to make the entire minute, so you're the only one. So we got Jarr with 0, Bill with a couple of positive points, and David, I'm going to give you a chance to make up some points.
Okay. Call him negative.
We'll call you negative. But David, you're up. And what I want you to do is that for second part of round, oh my god, I don't even know what this is. First word. Mega Evolutions. I want you to tell me, David, what Mega was most impressive or depressing this week? Go.
The most impressive or depressing? I want to give that. I want to go back to Cheese versus Gypsy again because I think bringing a fat Mega T-Tar and just doing a lot of work with that really showed how it's a lot better than people think. It's a really underrated mon. And I don't know, a lot of people were kind of hating on it after the draft was gone, but Cheese is showing that it could be offensive, it could be really fat and defensive. I think it was even able to deliver superpower from Lando from where I was at one point. It was Mega T-Tar's great.
David's really good at this. I take it back.
You were definitely not good at time. You had about 20 seconds left. It's okay. I'll put you back at 0. How about that? Why don't we go to Bill Standish? Bill Standish, which Mega Evolution was most impressive or depressing this week?
I'm gonna have to give it to Togevor's Mega Mawile, and I'm not just talking about this week. I'm talking whole season. What has this boy done with it? It's got like 2 kills or something.
And it hasn't Mega Evolved yet.
It hasn't Mega Evolved yet.
Wait,
yeah, does it even have
hold on, I need to cut you off, Bill. We're talking about Mega Evolutions.
Mega Evolutions. I
haven't seen this thing Mega Evolve. So,
yeah,
Bill,
I'm pretty sure he drafted Mega Mawile, but I think he keeps bringing regular Mawile. So, I think that's what's depressing me right now. He has not brought the Mega Stone yet, and he just needs to bring it. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I feel like that was way too easy.
All right?
I'm not gonna
get a kill with it. It's one of the biggest threats. It's what your team's built around. You know, if you're not getting kills with it.
Thank you for handing me this round, boys. I appreciate it.
All right, Jarr, show him how it's done. Minute.
All right, the Mega that put in the most week was obviously Trev's Mega Get. Pretty sure David only one game. I mean, at this point, and you already know Bill didn't even pick a Mega, so it's too easy. But Trev's Mega Gallade was absolutely insane this week. It racked up at least 4 kills in his game. And this thing is it's so powerful. It's got like this 165 attack, and it just has decent coverage that's good enough to destroy any team. I mean, you saw it. He was in against a Clefable and basically 1v1'd it. He just had to keep on poison jabbing until he got a crit. The Clefable could not heal up because poison jab got the poison, and he was just kept on smacking it, and he could not heal up on it at all. This thing's coverage is too good. It's too bulky, as you saw at the end of the game. It took that EQ from the Excadrill, lived it at 5%, and was able to knock it out with a close combat. This thing is too powerful. It's too bulky, and I think Trev's actually using it pretty well to start the season. I think a lot of people underrated Mega Gallade. I know it wasn't even drafted in leagues like in last generation. I rarely ever saw it get drafted. Trev's been using it absolutely beautifully.
Well, thank you, Jarr. You're so beautiful on this show. Oh my god, we gotta have you back another time.
I know. I told you, boy.
Yeah, Jar's the best.
Jarr is David. You're supposed to be competing with Jarr.
All right, we know who David's voting for.
Oh my god, guys, remember, go ahead and vote in the straw poll down below for who do you think won around the Rhyhorn. We're gonna move.
Can you put me in as Aster in the straw poll?
I will put you in as Aster. Do you just want me to put? Do you want me to put Aster's logo in the fucking graphics? Okay, I'm down. I'll do that.
All right, fantastic.
I'll vote for Aster.
Anyhow, we're gonna have the Be a Coach segment. So I want you guys to tell me. I'm gonna assign you each a coach, and I want you to tell me what went wrong this week, if something wrong happened, and how do you fix it moving forward, or if your coach was a boss this week, I want you to tell me what went right and how do you keep the momentum going on. So we're gonna go back to David, and I want you to talk to me. I know we need to get you some positive points because you haven't been
social skills, buddy.
Social skills.
You haven't been doing.
I don't like it.
Actually, you know what? Actually, let's put you towards the end so you can see how.
Oh, nice.
Yes, let's do that. We're gonna start with Bill Standish and Cheeseboy628. What went wrong or what went right this week? A minute and a half.
Okay, so honestly, this week, I just played really well. You know, everything went right. The Landorus was a huge threat, as Gypsy said, and as Cheese, of course, said. But I was able to work around it. Got the Ice Punch off it with the Tyranitar, and then late game predicted it to come in, knocked it out, and when it was at like 2% health, I think I only got 1 or 2 kills against me. So a big threat, just getting absolutely neutered like that. You know, some of my biggest threats, like my Manaphy and some other stuff I didn't have to do a lot of work. A lot of my lower stuff could pick up some skills, especially Tyranitar, put in a lot of work. Essentially, I think I just got into Gypsy's head, beat him down quite well, stopped him from doing anything, and picked up a nice and easy win. What else is there to say?
I mean, you told me you have about 45 seconds left.
Easy.
Anyhow,
let's just talk about how his video was an hour long, okay? That was a long ass game. You should do those things post-comp.
And you only had to do 1/60th of that.
Thank you. All right, we're going to go to Jarr. Jarr, Mr. Murkra, what went wrong or what went right? Go.
Greg, die. Like, how dare you even ask me about this? Was the worst week of Pokemon I ever experienced. My luck is insanely bad. I can't handle it anymore. Like, my Gligar was absolutely destroying Blake. Like, the Taunt Gligar, he had nothing for it. Oh, except he could crit it with an Avalanche. I suppose that would be the only play that he could have done to beat it. I mean, I was literally taunt stalling a Mega Venusaur with a Gligar. I 1v1'd into Necrozma, and then he brings out Shuka Berry Avalanche and crits my Gligar. That was an easy live on my end. You know, it's a fucking Gligar, bro. It's got defense investments out the fuck and an Inviolite, alright? And then towards the end of the game, you know, I'm on tilt because of how poorly the game is treating me at this point. He crits my Celebi also with Sludge Bomb, kills that thing pretty easily. And then at the end of the game, you know, I encore his V as he goes for the wrong move. I mean, how's that my problem? He clicks the wrong move and then I get punished for it? Nah, I disagree with that play. And then I try to Psyshock sweep his team with the Gardevoir and then I just can't because I've lost all my monster hacks. Jalamberry, Infernape. I mean, bro, I basically did not see that coming. I didn't know what to do. I think he just is bad prep and it just happens. I brought the Kabutops for, you know, no reason because it did absolutely nothing with the Mega Venusaur, but I felt like that was the play because, you know, I'm a genius and Blake was not, so, you know, that's what it is. And then I couldn't handle this game. This game has been cruel to me. It has been unkind. I do everything I can to win these games, and then I come out and the game is just like, no, you can't win, Merc. You're not allowed to win any of these games. We're just gonna crit you 2 big walls, and then we're just gonna get you Zapdos Toxic Stall down. It's not even fair. I don't know what to do.
Do we even need a straw poll?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
vote Aster.
Why don't we vote Aster? Apparently, David, you got something to say. Give me a minute and a half. Talk to me. What did Togedemaur do right, and how did he keep it going?
What didn't Togedemaur do right? He just completely embarrassed the commissioner of this whole league. Like, he just really abused. I just really abused all of Jolt's like really passive, like non-recovery mons, like. And just completely out momentum team. Like, I didn't even need Mawile. It was in the back being a great cheerleader, like rooting for the squad and just letting the walls do all the work. Rotom and Slowbro just destroyed Jolt's team by themselves, and it's just why do I even have to try? I don't even need my Mawile. Who cares if it died before? Don't even need it. And then just kind of looking at I guess next week, right? We're playing Merc next week. So maybe I'll bring Mawile, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll finally give it a chance to shine. Like, I think Mawile's been doing enough this week and just sort of go at it and abuse Merc's team too.
All right, 30 seconds. What went wrong for Jolt?
What went wrong for Jolt? I don't know. He didn't bring Zangoose. I think that was the main issue.
Yes.
Like, why doesn't he just bring Zangoose every game? It's clearly working for him when he brings it.
Yeah, I think fucking Zangoose is one of the greatest Pokemon of all time. Jolt, you should try Zangoose Soul if you're out there listening.
Yeah, for real.
It's literally the only thing that your team can do well. Speaking of doing well, you guys are doing great on around the Rhyhorn. We're gonna move on to our final segment, which is
You're doing great.
Oh, I'll show you great.
Yeah.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Oh, baby. So 30 seconds. This
Mama
is
Joe, turn away.
Turn on the child guidance, or put on the child locks on the video.
Yes.
We are going into the lightning round. 30 seconds to word vomit for each of you. We're gonna start off with my boy Bill Standish. We got to get you in the lead, boy. Who should be worried about relegation after week 3?
David. David.
Wow, rude.
David can't even get relegated.
He can get relegated. He can go back down.
Okay.
Right, that's fair.
Okay, we're just gonna skip Bill. Okay, sorry.
We're just giving him his loss.
David, who should be worried about relegation going into week 4?
Who should be worried about relegation? That's a tough one. I think Maddie's just been having a really tough time. Like, sure, he drafted a meme team, but he's just been getting really haxed and just really unlucky throughout at least his first 2 weeks. And he needs to be careful because he's not bringing like a 10 out of 10 team this season. So he needs to be careful when.
Did it.
Oh, Daddy Brawlick.
it.
I know, right? Going to timer. Jarr, who should be worried about relegation going into week 4?
I mean, obviously Riz, but I'll go with Jolt this time because, the prophecy's coming true, Greg. I told you. Jolt's going to get relegated, and then I'll bring the Toronto back up in the...
You did.
I mean, my boy Jolt got tossed this week. I believe that makes him 1-2 with negative differentials. So you already know that he's in trouble. He better watch his back because I'm telling you right now, I'm about to take over the major Toronto Raptors. Jolt, do not worry. I will be there after you get relegated this season if you keep playing like you were that last week. But, bruh, I just got to say, Jolt better watch his back because he's got some tough opponents coming up. I know about that.
There we go. All right, we're going to move into the final segment for Lightning Round, and it's going to be who is most likely to rebound in week 4, starting with David.
Starting with David? Can I pick David?
Tell me why.
Do it.
Well, I think I'm going to rebound because, well, I had a really close game against Abe, and next week I'm playing Razor, who I usually help building anyway. So without his build help, then I don't know how he's going to win.
All right, so there we go. You heard it right here. Oh my God. It's Bill Standish, who is going to rebound in week 4?
Honestly, I'm thinking Merc will rebound this week. It's argued that he probably shouldn't have lost last week, and until then he's had a fantastic season thus far. He's really comfortable with his team. He seems to enjoy it. He's doing well. I believe he may even be making some trades in the not too distant future. Overall, I think he'll be able to bounce back, pick up another win, and continue his streak this season.
All right, there we go. Good job, my boy, Bill Standish. Jarr, tell me for the last time, who is going to rebound in week 4?
Well, in my opinion, I'm going to have to go against David and shade at him. I'm going to go with Razor's going to rebound. Because let's be honest, he's got the Mega Latios. That thing basically 6-0s David's team on its own, because David. And David, already know, David, you're bad at the game, so I'm sure you'll miss like Hurricane or you'll get paralyzed or something like that. I don't actually know your team. Anyway, you already know that Ray's just going to break him apart with that offense. Azumarill, Mega Latios, Mamoswine, Thundy T has to be the best offensive core in the league, in my opinion. And it's just like too hard for that to stop. No way it gets shut down 2 weeks in a row.
All right, there we go. Everybody, I just want to say a big thank you to my friends, my good pals, David, Bill, and Aster J. Make sure you go ahead and check out their links in the description below, and check the straw poll, most importantly, to let us know who you think won around the Rhyhorn for this week. So go ahead, and actually, I'm going to award some FaceTime, which is a brand new segment, to who I thought won around the Rhyhorn, because it's my show.
David, it's your limelight moment.
It's my show, so I'm gonna say the winner of this show is none other than Bill Standish. So Bill,
David did not win. I disagree.
I am the host. Everything I say is correct.
The host can be wrong.
No, I disagree.
Bill Standish, go. 2 sentences. Tell the folks at home anything on your mind.
I really want every Discord chat to have a chat that is just gay cuties with short hair, just so I can post photos.
Okay, you're done. You're done. You're done. I hope you guys.
That's a great pick, Greg. Look what he did with his mom.
I hope you guys have a fantastic day, simply fantastic, and I will catch you all next time. Peace out.